Have you ever tried to change your beliefs only to realize they're more stubborn than you thought? Or maybe you've heard something convincing, but still couldn't believe it, no matter how much sense it made. It turns out our beliefs are more complex than they appear. Today, we're exploring the fascinating question: can we consciously control what we believe? From who we trust to what we believe about the world, even to our own identity, beliefs shape almost everything we do. But can we choose our beliefs, or are they beyond our conscious control? First, let's talk about what a belief actually is. At its core, a belief is an acceptance that something is true, real, or right, often based on evidence, intuition, or experiences. Beliefs can be about facts, like water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius, or about values and ideals, like honesty is important. But here's where things get tricky. Beliefs aren't just thoughts we hold. They're often deeply embedded in how we experience the world. Psychologists say beliefs form through a mix of emotions, personal experiences, and social influences, many of which work on us subconsciously. So what does it mean to have conscious control over something? When we have conscious control, we can intentionally decide to do or think something, like deciding to take a deep breath or to go for a walk. But with beliefs, it's not as straightforward. You can't simply decide, today I'm going to believe the earth is flat, if your mind already accepts the scientific evidence that it's round. And that's because beliefs don't operate like other choices. They require our brains to be convinced, which isn't something we can always consciously influence. Beliefs usually form without us even realizing it. Psychologists have found that our brains pick up on patterns, repeat experiences, and emotions to form beliefs over time. Let's say you grow up seeing acts of kindness. Over time, you might believe that people are generally good, or if you experience betrayal, you might unconsciously adopt a belief that trust is risky. One theory, known as confirmation bias, explains how we tend to notice evidence that supports what we already believe while ignoring evidence that contradicts it. This means we unconsciously strengthen our existing beliefs instead of actively choosing new ones. In this way, many beliefs are actually reinforced in our subconscious, beyond conscious control. Now here's where it gets interesting. While we can't directly choose to believe something new, we do have ways to influence our beliefs over time. This is called indirect control. By exposing ourselves to new information, we can set the stage for our minds to consider alternatives. For example, if you actively seek out different viewpoints or new experiences, you might find that your beliefs begin to shift gradually. In a way, we can prime our minds by questioning our assumptions or being open to perspectives that challenge our current beliefs. One powerful tool our minds use to nudge our beliefs is something called cognitive dissonance. This is the uncomfortable feeling we get when we hold two conflicting beliefs or when our beliefs don't match our actions. For example, if you believe in protecting the environment but then find yourself wasting resources, that uncomfortable feeling might push you to either adjust your actions or even shift your beliefs to resolve the tension. Cognitive dissonance doesn't guarantee belief change, but it creates pressure that can lead us to reconsider what we hold to be true. Another factor in shaping beliefs is our social environment. We're more likely to adopt beliefs that align with those around us, especially people we trust or admire. This social influence can be so strong that we might even start believing things we hadn't considered just because of group acceptance. And emotions play a big role too. Studies show that beliefs tied to strong emotions, like fear, love, or anger, are much more resistant to change. Our brains remember and protect these beliefs because they feel tied to our sense of safety or identity. All of this brings us back to the question, can we really change our beliefs if we want to? The answer is kind of. We can't flip a switch, but we can take actions to gradually influence our beliefs. We can expose ourselves to new perspectives, challenge our biases, and take note of cognitive dissonance when it arises. Changing a belief is often a journey, not an instant choice, and it requires openness, self-awareness, and sometimes a lot of patience. The process might be slow, but with intentionality, it's possible to reshape how we see the world. So, while we don't have direct conscious control over our beliefs, we're not entirely powerless. By taking steps to question, explore, and challenge our own assumptions, we can nudge our beliefs in new directions. In the end, beliefs are a blend of conscious thought, subconscious processing, and social influence. And understanding this can give us greater empathy, both for ourselves and for others. Because sometimes, beliefs run deeper than choice. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the world of beliefs. Whether you're someone who's tried to change a belief or just curious about how beliefs shape us, I hope this video gave you something to think about. The journey to understanding our own minds is never easy, but it's worth the effort. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and press the bell icon for more videos like this.